Okay, so starting, just taking a seat, cross-legged position. Usually one ankle in front of the other will be most comfortable, but just any seat that works best for your legs. And we'll start a few moments just with hands down on the knees, sitting tall in your spine, and bringing your focus to your breath and feeling the inflow and outflow of each breath. With your next exhale, let it go out through your mouth. And then we're going to close the lips and breathe in and out through the nose. For the next few breaths, breathe deeper and slower. Taking nice, deep, all the way, full breaths. And don't rush the exhale. Give yourself time to empty the lungs all the way out. And now with this deep, slow breath, we're going to move the arms, inhaling them out and up. Then exhale and sweep them back out and down. We'll do this twice more. You might also add wrist circles on your way up, and then circling your wrists the other way as your arms float down. Giving some movement to your hands and wrists and fingers as your arms float up, and exhaling back down. Let's do that one more time. Fill up the lungs, and then empty the lungs. Now bring your hands down on the mat or the ground on either side of you. And let's reach the right arm up and over and lean to your left. Lean into your left hand for support. Getting a nice stretch up the right side of the body. Take another breath. And we'll exhale the right hand down. And now simply go the other way. Lift the left arm and reach. Lean to your right and keep breathing. Throughout the practice, you want to keep a healthy flow of breath, never holding the breath. And exhale that left hand down. So now we're going to recross the legs. If you have one ankle in front of the other, just swap it out. Swap out the legs. And from here, inhale both arms up. Bring your palms together and exhale your hands to the heart. So we'll meet with our thumbs at the sternum. Again, sit tall. Feel your sternum press up into the thumbs. Here a couple moments just to see how these first breaths and just a couple stretches can make us feel different, especially first thing in the morning, feeling your body waking up. And whatever time it is for you, whatever time zone you're in, feeling that your actions with your body affect you and your feelings, your mood, in the body and the mind. Now from here, we're going to shift around to our hands and knees. Take your time, just rearranging the body. Putting knees under the hips, hands under the shoulders in our tabletop position. Now from here, our cat and cow movement, we exhale and round the spine into cat. Inhale and extend, looking forward into cow. Each breath, exhale and round your back toward the sky. Each inhale, extend the front of the body, chin forward. And let's go a few more. Again, deep and slow breathing and moving the spine along with the breath. So one more, go through cat, empty all of the breath out. Then inhale to cow, and now puppy pose, walking the hands forward and bowing the chest and head toward the mat. So you get a nice stretch for the front of the body, just bowing down, releasing elbows down to the mat. We'll be here a few breaths longer. Just relax the arms, easy stretch for the shoulders. Now in this pose and every pose, if you're uncomfortable, find ways to adjust. Maybe here you can bring the arms wider to help alleviate the shoulders if you need that extra space. All right, and let's start to walk the hands back in. And now a similar pose, a little more active in our down dog. We press through the hands, curl the toes under so we can lift the knees and press the hips up and back. So we'll be here, again, a little while, and start to walk in place, bending one knee at a time, pedaling through each heel, working that stretch. So notice if your legs feel real tight, just don't straighten the legs as much or walk your feet closer toward the hands. Again, if shoulders need more space, bring your hands wider. Wider hands usually give our shoulders more space to extend. And now from here, we're going to exhale the knees down to the edges of the mat and uncurl the toes for child's pose, sitting hips to the heels and relaxing the whole body down toward the mat. Here, a couple moments, massage your forehead on the mat, just rocking your head a little side to side. Again, relax the arms after that down dog pose. Nice and easy. We're going to help ourselves up from child's pose and back to tabletop. Getting into a little balance here. Our right leg will lift back and the left arm lifts forward. So reach here, opposite arm and leg. Get centered, get your balance. Then exhale, knee and elbow. Squeeze in toward your waist, toward your center, and inhale, re-extend. Each exhale, you curl in, you squeeze the arm and leg into the body, then inhale, extend. So 3 more. You're warming up the arm, the leg, and the whole core of the torso. And next time you extend, let's just exhale the hand and knee back down, and then to the other side. Left leg lifts, right arm lifts, reach, find your balance. And wait for your next exhale. We'll begin movement. Knee and elbow hug in. Inhale, re-extend. Breath by breath. And just a few more. Don't worry about getting exact numbers right from side to side. Just move with the breath. And last one, reaching. Exhale, hand and knee back down. So now curling toes under, we're going to find the same tabletop position, but our knees an inch or two above the mat. So you're floating here, engaging through the arms, the legs, and your abdominal muscles. Taking 2 more breaths, same slow and deep breaths. And now down dog. Exhale the hips up and back. And again, we can walk in place. Stretch out the legs. This time, take that walking forward. Tiptoe your feet up to your hands, up to our forward fold here. Standing on the feet, body relaxes over the legs. See if you can hold opposite elbows with your hands and just give your arms weight to the body. Shake out your head. If you like, you can sway your body side to side And then let's release our arms down and step the right leg back. So you're in a runner's lunge. Left foot is flat at the front of the mat, right foot is back poised on the toes. And then rotate your left arm to the sky. So twisting the torso now, arms spread wide. So here, also activate into your fingers. Spread those left fingers up, press your right fingers into the mat. One more inhale, and then exhale your hand down. Now step back to plank. Plank, both feet are at the back of the mat. We're pressing through the toes there. Strengthen through the legs and the arms. Again, the whole body is strong. From here, we'll exhale and slowly lower to the mat. You can use the knees anytime we're doing these push-ups to make it easier. And we'll come down to our belly. So hands are planted here by the chest or by the ribs. Your feet uncurl now, so toenails are down on the mat. We're gonna take 3 cobra poses, one breath at a time. Inhale, press the heart up. Exhale, roll out. Your hips stay down. Each inhale, roll up, maybe a little higher each time, then roll out. And last one, roll out. Now push up. Inhale up. Again, knees can help, or from your toes to plank. Now down dog, hips up and back. Now again, let's walk to the front of the mat. Again, hold opposite elbows, releasing arms down, whole body folding toward gravity. Just relax the torso. And release hands down. Now left leg stepping back. So we're at the opposite lunge. Right arm lifts to the sky. Just breathing here as you twist. Again, activate through your hands. Spread through your fingers. Fingers in the air, fingers on the mat. Reaching strong. Spread arms. One more inhale here. Then exhale the hand down. Again, step back to plank. We'll hold plank an extra breath. Exhale, lower your plank all the way down to the mat. Then right into cobra, inhale and hold. We'll hold the cobra pose for 2 more breaths. Keep squeezing your shoulders back, pressing your heart forward. With an exhale, we'll roll out, then push up. And then exhale again to down dog. Now try stepping your right foot between your hands. We're back in our runner's lunge. Right foot at the front, and we lift the body up to our high lunge. We call a crescent pose. Your body is above the hips, arms reach up to the sky. And take a few breaths here. Lunging into that front knee. Keep stretching up through your fingers, and maybe lean back so you get a little stretch up through the abdomen and out of your left hip. Then with an exhale, slowly lower the hands all the way down and step back to plank again. This time we'll lower down to the belly and pause. Now arms reach back, your toes reach back, so your fingers and toes reaching to the back of the mat, and then lift your arms and legs. This is locust pose. You're looking down at the floor just in front of your face. Back is strong. 2 more breaths. Keep lifting. Work the body's strength. And then exhale, hands by your chest. And again, we push up. Inhale up, exhale down dog. When you're ready, step left foot between the hands. Now we're in our runner's lunge, other side. Inhale the body up. Torso upright, arms reach up. Keep breathing where you are. You can sink deeper into the legs. You can also reach higher and lean back to help create more stretch. Take another full inhale. Then exhale those hands slowly down. And once again, plank, stepping back. Hold plank. We're going to turn it to side plank here. Lean into your right hand. Left arm lifts. Your heels lower to the right. So there's no right or wrong way with the feet. They can be staggered. They can be stacked. Right side of the body's down and strong. If you need support, lower that right knee. But keep pushing. Keep strengthening. And then we'll exhale the left hand down, take it right to the other side. Lean to the left, heels to the left. Find your foot placement. Lift that right arm. Keep strengthening. Press into the mat. Even if your knee's down, press your knee into the mat to strengthen the side of your body. And exhale, both hands down. Child's pose. Knees down, wide, hips back, and relax. So feel your wrists relax here. If they do feel really tight, then turn your palms up in your child's pose. You can just rotate your thumbs out to the outer edges of the mat, giving just a little twist stretch to those wrists. And then we can exhale the palms back down and start to lift the head. We're going to take a side stretch from our child's pose. So walk your hands over to the right, stack that left hand over the right, and then bow down over that right thigh. It's just a little stretch out of the left side of the body. Take one more breath there. Then we'll inhale and lift the head. Go ahead and walk your hands over to the left. Stack right hand over left, and then bow down. Here, breathing deep helps you get that stretch in the side of the body and open the lungs and ribs. And when you're ready, inhale, lift the head, walk hands back to center. So I'm going to show this three-legged dog movement we're doing next. If you're not familiar, just watch the video for a moment. From down dog, we lift a leg in the air. We'll start with the right leg. We're going to take a few breaths, and then we're going to step the foot in between the hands again. Okay, so let's just all take a few breaths in three-legged dog. Right leg is up in the sky. And then with an exhale, step through. Right foot between the hands. And again, our crescent pose. Float the arms up. We're going to take this a little further this time, adding a twist. Your right arm opens back, left arm reaches forward. So you're twisting toward that front thigh, turning your heart to the right, arms open wide. Now with an inhale, bring the arms back up. Exhale, hands down. Step back to plank. Again, we'll take our cobra. So you lower the push-up. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, roll out. Inhale to push up. Exhale to down dog. And now the other side. Left leg inhales up. Find three-legged dog, and we'll hold a few breaths. With an exhale, let's step through and come up to crescent. So reaching up, and then we'll twist. Left arm back, right arm reaches forward, twisting to your left. Heart trying to turn to the side, staying strong and planted in those legs. Next, inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands sweep down. Step back to plank. And again, cobra. Exhale to lower. Inhale your stretch. Exhale to roll out. Push up with your inhale. Exhale to down dog. Now from here, exhale down to your knees, and we'll come up kneeling, upright, straight up from our knees. Shake out your wrists for a moment. I know we've done a lot of table and plank and down dog, so hands might get tired and wrists might get tight, but we can shake that off. So now for camel pose, your hands will come to your low back, or you can hold your hips. If hands can walk further back, you can press them into your back. From there, we lean back into the support of our arms. So our arms are really strong. Elbows squeezing back, shoulders squeezing back, kind of like our cobra pose we do on the mat. And then lift the heart, look up. Now your feet are also supporting you. You can lean back, more weight to your feet to press more stretch up into your core and spine. Two more breaths. And slowly inhale back upright. Exhale to release the arms. Slowly coming to tabletop. Bring your knees together in table, and we'll give our hips a little sway left and right. This will help loosen any tightness in the low back that we might have got from camel. All right, coming back to center. So this next one is a little tricky. Just follow along as best you can. Pretty simple once you get it. So we're gonna start with our right leg extending back again from our table. Now the left foot is gonna pivot just off the mat. You'll turn on your knee to place the left toes just off the mat. And then you can lift the right arm. So we're balanced here on the left knee, foot, and hand. Right arm and leg are lifted, and body is opening to the side. Go ahead and exhale your right hand and knee down, and then pivot back on the left knee. And we'll try the other side. So left leg extends back. We'll pivot the right foot just off the mat. So you just swivel on your knee, and now left arm lifts. So you're stacking left side over right, you're balancing on your side. You've got a tripod for balance, right? Hand, knee, and foot giving you stability. And then exhale, hand and knee down. All right, so full child's pose. It's just like we've done in child's pose, but our knees are together. Body rests over the thighs. And then option, you can either have the arms overhead like we've done, or sweep them back by your sides, laying next to your body. Just a couple breaths to relax, and we'll come back into a couple more standing poses and practice our balance. And slowly help yourself up from your child's pose. Coming back into downward dog together. So we're gonna move that three-legged dog a few times in repetition, breath by breath. Inhale your right leg to the sky. Exhale your knee forward and repeat. Inhale the leg to the sky. Exhale the knee up to your nose, pull it forward. And one more time. Pull it forward, place your foot between your hands, and now pop up to crescent. So a couple breaths in crescent. Find your focus looking forward. Then exhale your hands together in front of your heart, lean forward, and then float to balance on your right foot. So your left leg kicks back behind you, body leans forward, and we're in Warrior 3 pose. Now if you want this to be more active, you can reach your arms overhead in your balance. Some people like bringing the arms wide or reaching back like we did in our locust pose. Just helping yourself balance and stay strong. From here, we're just gonna stand at the top of the mat. Inhale, feet together, standing, reach up, arms overhead. And then exhale your arms out by your sides, clasp the hands behind your back. So interlace the fingers, squeeze tight with the hands. Then inhale, puff up the heart and fold forward. Slowly, head down, knuckles pulling up to the sky. And very slowly release the hands down. We're in our forward fold. And now step both feet back to plank. You can walk back and lower all the way down to your belly. Now from here, you can take locust again, reaching arms back, legs straight, or adding a new pose for bow, bending the knees, and see if you can find your feet or ankles with the hands. And then we lift the head, you press up through the arms and legs, squeeze the hands and feet together here if you've got them. Otherwise, just keep reaching, see if you can get closer to those feet or keep the legs straight. And 2 more breaths here. Belly down, back strong, lifting everything up away from the mat. And then with an exhale, release. Hands frame the chest. Inhale to push up. Exhale back to down dog, and we'll do all that on the other side. So left leg inhales up. Exhale, knee to nose. 2 more times. Pull the knee forward. And last one, knee forward, foot between the hands. Pop up to crescent, reach the arms up. A couple breaths here, just finding your coordination, your focus, eyes forward. And then to balance, exhale the hands together in front of you, lean forward. And then once you find that balance point, float the right leg. Lean the body forward. Keep the right leg extending back. So your whole body is strong. Again, like locust, back is strong, spine long. If you want to extend arms overhead, or arms to the side, or reaching back. Just anything that helps you stay with it. And then finding our mountain stance, feet together, inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, arms sweep out. And one more time, we'll clasp the hands. And if you remember which thumb was on top, you can take your opposite grip, the kind of grip that feels goofy for the hands. Then inhale the heart up and fold. Exhale, the body descends down, arms pull up. Slow exhale, release the hands down. Again, we'll walk or hop our feet back to plank. This time, cobra again. We'll exhale, lower. Hold your cobra pose. Option for up dog. You press into the tops of your feet so much that your hips lift, your arms extend, and you're floating just on your feet and hands. Now everyone, knees in the mat, take your tabletop. Just exhale the hips up above the knees. Easy transition. We're coming back around to our hips from here. So you can just shift any way you like, walk the legs around or sit right back to your hips. So you're seated on your mat, legs are in front of you. We're taking upward boat, so you lean the body back, reach your hands forward. If you need support, you can hold onto your legs and float the feet. So feet floating, holding your legs optional, or hands are floating forward as well. Just balance on your hips, lifting the heart, keeping a nice posture in the spine. This one's really good for strengthening our lower spinal posture, lumbar, and our hips. All right, now just exhale the feet down, hands back behind you, and sway your knees side to side, relaxing the hips again. All right, coming back to center, extend the right leg out and bring your left foot in by the right leg. We're taking a hamstring stretch over this right leg. Inhale the arms up, and exhale, fold the body forward. So just go as far as your body wants to go. Hold with the hands and give a little pull, just promoting a little more stretch. Again, back to those deep and slow breaths. One more breath. We can inhale, reach the arms up, exhale the arms out and down. So same relative shape with the legs. Bring your left hand nice and far back behind you, leaning back in your arm. We're gonna roll over toward the left knee and lift the hips up, lift the right arm up. And you're pressing your hips up away from the mat, trying to stretch out the belly and the front of the body. This is our half circle pose. Just one more breath here. And then exhale the hips down. We're coming back to boat, floating on the hips. Readjust as much as you need here. Feet up, hands forward, heart forward. Keep the spine long. You're balancing right on the sits bones. Try not to lean too much into the tailbone, but it's also helping you balance here. And with an exhale, feet down. Again, if you want to sway the knees a few times side to side, it can help release any tension. And then we'll come to our other hamstring stretch. Left leg out, right foot in by the thigh. Inhale, reach up tall through the arms. Exhale, fold over the leg. And just take some breaths, gently pulling into the stretch. And slowly release. Inhale, arms sweep up. And exhale, float them back down. Now right arm, reaching back, plant the hand, press through to lift. Hips over the right knee now. Just open, expand up through the front of the body. One last inhale, then exhale the hips down. So now you'll bring that left foot in, feet together in our butterfly. So knees are bent wide, soles of feet together. We can rock a little side to side. That might be sore for you, it might feel good, just an option. And then fold forward. Head down, round the spine. Hands can stay on the feet or legs for support, or walk them out in front of you. Here, a couple more breaths folding forward. Again, it might feel nice to rock side to side. Release the low back and the neck. And slowly walk the hands back in. Let's come upright. One last boat pose. So close the knees together, lean back and float. We're adding some twists here. You can exhale, hands over to the right, tap the fingers. Inhale to center, exhale to the left. Tap the fingers and go, breath by breath. You can kind of speed up the breath to match the movement. We're here just about 20 more seconds. Okay, if you really want to fire things up, straighten the legs and continue. Try to keep the legs stable. Let's go just a couple more times, side to side. Last time to the left, back to center, and exhale, release. Okay, last pose here, seated on our hips. Hands plant, feet plant, press the hips to the sky in our reverse table. Stretch up through the hips. Also the chest, pressing up, look straight up, and hold. Breathe strong, slow it down. Last inhale, then exhale the hips down. From here, we're gonna lay back on the mat, so you might have to scoot forward, and then hold your knees and roll back. Hug your knees into the chest. So squeezing in tight. You can also rock side to side, massaging the back. And come back to center. Legs straight up toward the sky. You're gonna hold here for a few breaths. Just straight up, kicking up through the soles of the feet, arms wherever they want to relax. Now from here, lift your head and shoulders. Bring your hands to the mat, palms down. Lower your legs so they're floating just above the ground. And you're holding, once again, core strength. Legs and your shoulders floating just above the mat. Then from here, we'll inhale, arms overhead, and lay back. Get a nice stretch from your toes to your fingers. And with an exhale, bring your right knee into the chest. Hands to the shin or knee and just hugging in. We'll take an easy twist, bringing the right knee to the left. Use the left hand to press the knee across, and your right arm can open back, lay out on the ground, away from the body. Just a few breaths here. Be relaxed with it, just gently pushing into the twist. Let's inhale slowly back to center. Again, stretch long from toes to fingers. Exhale, left knee comes into the chest. Squeeze in the leg. And then we'll twist, other way. Knee to the right. Use your right hand to help. Your left arm can expand out, reaching away from the body. One more breath, and then slowly find your way back. Last time, stretch from toes to fingers. Okay, and then listen carefully. You're gonna reach your hands down toward the legs, lift your head and shoulders, and then exhale both knees into the chest and lay back again. Massage the back. And happy baby pose now. The feet lift, knees wide, hands reach for the feet. If you can't reach the feet, then hold the ankles or the shins. We're stretching out the hips. Here again, you can rock side to side. And you can get an extra little hamstring stretch, kicking out through each leg. From here, release the feet flat on the mat. We're taking bridge pose. Press through the feet, lift the hips. You're on your shoulders and your feet, your hips pressing toward the sky, arms down on the mat. You can also clasp the hands behind your back if you like. Squeeze the shoulders back. Next exhale, hips lower down. Take a moment to relax. We're gonna do one more set of bridge. So if you want more, if you're familiar with wheel pose, again, I'm gonna demonstrate it. If you're not comfortable doing wheel, then go ahead and take bridge again. wheel looks like this. Hands frame the head, my hips lift, then I press through the arms. My whole body is up on the hands and feet. We're very careful when we release. We come back to the shoulders and then roll down. So take your time, next few breaths. If you're in bridge, release when you need to. Take your time and wheel. If you're there, you don't want to rush your exit. Just a little playtime for everyone. And we're down to like our last 5 minutes of class. Okay, we're gonna try shoulder stand next, and then we're gonna relax in what's called Shavasana, or just a relaxation pose. So let me again demonstrate what our shoulder stand looks like. One moment. Okay, so we're on the back, and we roll our hips up and catch the back with the hands. And then legs go to the sky. So upside down, balanced on the shoulders and arms. And then we can play with the legs, taking any last movements that feel good. Stretching out, splits, or butterfly. Again, being careful when you exit, you want to slowly roll down the back. And when you're ready, we'll all just come back. And essentially just finding a comfortable place to rest. You can keep the knees bent like I am here, and just bringing the thighs together. That'll help the legs disengage. Arms can be out to the sides or in on the body. Legs can also just extend flat on the mat. So just whatever's comfortable for you. And we're going to take a moment to breathe together, inhaling through the nose, and then slow exhale out the mouth. Inhaling through the nose, slow exhale out the mouth. And your deepest breath yet, filling up through the nose. Fill all the way as full as you can get, and then out the mouth. Now from there, just relax. Let your body rest. Do your best to remain still for the next couple minutes. And just notice as your body rests in stillness, if your mind also starts to calm down, and your breath starts to calm down, and the heart also begins to relax, just little by little each moment, sinking more and more into a relaxed place. You still might feel some of the energy from our exercise, some of the excitement, maybe a quicker pace of breath or an elevated heart rate. But just giving some time here to watch all of that settle down, little by little. And remaining relaxed, we'll slowly deepen the breath. Nice and slow, In and out through the nose again. And wiggling toes and fingers, slowly bring movement back to the body. You can move hands and feet, wrists and ankles, maybe circle those joints. And then feel free to move however you like. You can move the arms and legs, you can move the body a little left and right. And from your back, you're gonna roll to either side. Just rolling to a fetal position. Knees are bent, head can relax on the ground or on your arm. Take your time getting there, and then take a moment once you're there. Allow for a slow transition. And then help yourself up. We'll come back to a seat, kind of like we started. Just find a comfortable seat. Sit up tall in the spine. Hands on your knees, or hands together in front of your heart. And take these last moments to focus in on how you feel. Again, remembering that all of your actions have an effect on you and your environment. Noticing how these yoga poses and this time spent on your practice with your breath, with your mind and your body, how it's created a change for you for today.